This is a job interview with a $5 million annual salary. However, the candidates were stunned as soon as they received the test paper because it turned out to be a blank sheet of paper. Everyone was tempted, but no one dared to speak, not even answering the examiner's questions. It turned out that before the examiner had announced 3 rules. Do not talk to the examiner or the security guard, do not leave this room, and do not make the test paper dirty. So they chose to ignore the examiner's questions. Then the examiner started the timer and left the exam room. As the exam time gradually shortened, the candidates didn't even know the interview questions and became more and more anxious. At this time, a woman could no longer bear it. She thought the company wanted them to write a professional report, so she picked up a pen and started writing on the paper. However, before she could finish a sentence, she was kicked out by the security guard because she violated the 3rd rule and made the test paper dirty. Seeing the woman being eliminated for writing, everyone immediately put down their pens. At this moment, Jack discovered the key. Since the examiner announced 3 things that were prohibited, could they do anything else as long as they didn't violate these 3 rules? So he stood up and started boxing in the exam room. Sure enough, the security guard beside him did not react after he did all these things. Only then did others dare to speak up and began discussing why the test paper was blank. Lucy was the first to put forward her guess. She believed that the test paper was coated with invisible ink, and the text on it could only be revealed by some special method. So everyone began to try various attempts. First, they tried normal light, but there was no reaction. Then they broke the normal light, and the blue emergency light came on, but it still didn't work. They broke the emergency light, and this time a special red light came on, but the questions on the test paper still did not change. At this point, there were only 60 minutes left in the exam. Jack suddenly picked up the test paper of the woman who was eliminated earlier, and then picked up a pencil to scribble on it. After a series of tests, the questions on the test paper still did not appear, but Jack still did not give up. He divided the test paper into several parts, one for Zach to test with saliva, while he himself tested with urine, but these methods still had no effect. At this moment, Jack noticed Sam, who was wearing glasses on the side, because Sam had been silent. However, just as everyone walked up to him, Sam said something shocking. He actually revealed the secret of the test paper, but no one could understand what he meant. At this point, Jack became angry. He believed that this was not a job interview, but a game played by the company. The reason they used a $5 million annual salary to attract them here for an interview was to make fun of them. But Lisa did not think so, because as far as she knew, this company valued efficiency very much and was also committed to longevity research. They were in great need of talent, so this interview was definitely real. At this time, Lucy slowly walked towards the security guard. She felt that the secret of the test paper was hidden on the security guard, since the rules stated that they could not talk to the security guard, but did not say that they could not touch him. In order to verify the idea in her mind, she slowly stretched out her hand towards the security guard.